Hello, welcome back to your favorite podcast, Stateside, and blank. It's me and Jessica, your two hosts. Say hi,
Hello.
and we have a guest here, Jonathan.
Hey there.
Better known as Death to us.
Uh,
That's kind of cringe.
we will explain that later, I promise.
Yeah. Actually, no. Let's explain it now. Go on,
Right
Death.
off the bat.
Yeah.
Okay.
His
All right.
Hughes has a really great original gamer tag.
Yeah, on PlayStation.
Hilarious. So I was just a very edgy high school freshman, like most freshmen are known to be. So that's why I put Des at the front for my name. But I also really like the number 24. I don't know, it's just nice and even. But I thought that 24 was stupid, so I'm like, I gotta make the number longer. What has 2 and 4, and it's a pretty big number, 2014, and that's about it. Yeah. I know
Wait, is
that.
there silence? Or we're not gonna say
Yeah,
anything?
it's. I know you made me tell my story, and then no one said nothing.
Yeah, so that's basically why we call him Death. And that's why you might hear me slip up instead of saying Jonathan. So Death.
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
Man, who cares? It's fine.
True. So what's up about the cat butthole cut revealed? Huh?
Oh,
You want to talk
okay.
about that?
That topic.
Alright, well, don't say it like that. Alright. So basically, from what I read, on cats were like asked about, hey, so people have been saying there's a butthole cut of cats. What's up with that? And at first they denied it. They're like, nah, it's not a thing, like at all. That's a weird thing to ask. But then recently they came out and said, no, yeah, it's totally a thing. The director was like, yeah, we gotta have it in there. And we were like, why would you do that? That's terrible. And they're like, no, trust me, it'll be good. And then obviously it wasn't because it didn't make the final cut.
Who said it? Who said that? Who said that it shouldn't be in there? That's
Everyone
The
else.
artist. Why would you want that?
I don't know. I think it'd be hilarious.
Nah. Did you not see there's a video?
I have not seen anything about cats.
I have
I've
not either.
made myself.
Okay, because I was on Facebook and IGN shared a video of somebody editing buttholes onto all the cats characters, and it's fucking terrible. I hated it.
Imagine taking the time out of your day to do that.
I can't because that's too dumb. Why would you?
People got a lot of free time.
Too much free time.
Badly.
Yeah.
And more now.
I haven't seen like a thing other than the like bad posters for the movie. I've tried not to look into cats at all because I don't think
Yeah,
it's a
good.
good
You
movie.
shouldn't.
The movie
My
should never
girlfriend.
have been made.
Yeah, my girlfriend watched it and she said it was like a fever dream. It was like she said like and I quote, it was like eating shrooms but worse. In fact, if I ate shrooms while watching it, I would have died.
End quote.
End quote, yeah. And I was like, that sounds awful. And she's like, all right, so we're definitely gonna watch it. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna die then.
On shrooms?
Are you gonna eat shrooms beforehand?
On shrooms, that's right.
On shrooms.
If you were on death row, what would be your last meal?
Ah, man. Honestly, I feel like I'd eat something to disrupt my stomach on purpose. Because I don't know if you know this, but when you die, your body literally loosens up and just releases everything all at
Yeah.
once. So
So you're most disgusting thing just to make their lives harder.
Absolutely. If I'm already on death row, I'm probably an asshole and I deserve it. So I'm like, fuck it.
Bring me sardines.
Oh God, you know what? Now that you say that, I'm like, oh,
I asked my friend this. Her name's Jalen. I asked her this in all seriousness, and this female said beans. In all seriousness, that's
just
what
plain
she
old
wants.
beans.
I guess so.
Just beans for your last?
Just beans.
Screw that. You know what I'm
I was
having?
thinking based on your idea, Death.
Yeah,
Why would you
that's
just pick
true.
something that you're allergic to?
Oh
So then you
man.
have to go to the hospital and then you won't be killed.
I don't.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not really
Mhm.
allergic to any food. Not that I know of. I pretty much eat everything and I'm fine.
What were you saying, Kyle?
There's a thing I want to talk about that there was a case about with the death row inmate, but I'd eat Oreo Blizzard from Dairy Queen, bro. That is my last request.
Really?
Yeah, those things are the bomb.
I don't think I've ever had a blizzard.
Yeah, I've never been. So
What?
Kyle's hurt.
This is okay. Well,
no, yeah, Kyle.
they're
I
basically the
am
same thing if
when
you
it
go,
comes to fast food, I just miss out.
bruh.
You need
Just
to try Bojangles.
if you want something exactly like it, just go to McDonald's and get a Oreo McFlurry.
Yeah, if the
'Cause-
machine would work.
My machine always works over there.
Ours never works. I feel like
GG.
they just refuse to use it, so they're just like, "Oh, it's broken."
Yeah, they just don't want to clean it. It takes like an hour to set up or whatever, and like an hour to clean. Anyways,
Well,
but there was talking about being allergic to food. There's this one guy, he wasn't a death row inmate, but he had a life sentence, and he died in prison and came back to life, and he was like, "Hey, bro, I served my life sentence. Let me out."
that's why life sentences still have a year associated with them, I believe, so that you can't use that as a loophole.
Isn't that also why they usually stack life sentences?
Yeah, that's why they're like, "Oh, 210 years."
I think he only had one.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they still would give him a numerical value because of that loophole.
Well, he was petitioning for it or whatever. He was like, "Hey, bro, I
Well,
died." I haven't
me,
kept
but
up
yeah,
on the thing.
fair. I mean, that's true. I served my life sentence, so
Yeah, I feel like I should be released. But
Well, that's a technicality, I feel. Technically, did you serve the life sentence?
yeah, he died.
yeah.
It was.
I mean,
his
what's
life-
the definition
that
of a
life
life
ended.
sentence?
Yeah, I was gonna ask what is the
Legal.
definition of a life sentence? Is it literally till you die, or is there a minimum age?
Says,
Oh, are you googling it?
yeah.
Epic. I don't know.
Okay, a life sentence is a non-parole period of 15 years. I don't. There's no actual definition of it, so
That's weird.
it says when a court passes a life sentence, it means the offender will be subject to that sentence for the rest of their life.
Well, his life
So
ended.
his life ended. So yeah, he's
His
a free
life-
man.
Yeah, he is a free man.
Well, rules are rules, I suppose.
Um,
I don't know. Do you know what he was in there for?
I don't know. I just
Oh,
all I saw
jeez.
was that he was just trying to get out of it because he died in prison. So
Then people could just start killing themselves and then be resuscitated.
then just
That's
don't
true.
resuscitate them. Dab.
All people in prison are DNR. Do not resuscitate.
Pretty much.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I
Why
do.
or not? Why?
Not.
I don't know. I just
Ah, man. See, to me, it's one of those things where it's like it feels like such a modern concept that like I kind of believe it, but then I like think about it too hard, and it's like, oh man, would this make sense? Like, all right, let me ask you something. Before humanity, was there ghosts? Like, were there ghost raptors running around?
Probably.
I doubt it.
See, that's what I'm saying. Why do you doubt it?
Uh,
I think
well, why would
how
there be
media
ghosts?
portrays fake like ghosts is not real, but I think there is some version of ghosts and spirits that's just not what you normally think it is.
Yeah, that's true. Cause, all right, I'm gonna railroad a little bit. So I was on TikTok and I found
Oh God.
base relax. Basically like the witch community. So they're like bacon, not bacon, pagan and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of them are like, oh yeah, so I just work with like spirits like Aphrodite and stuff like that and demons and we do stuff and I'm like, do you
Sounds
now? Very
suspicious.
interesting.
Isn't Aphrodite Greek?
I think
Yeah,
Aphrodite would hang out with us.
maybe, honestly.
I don't think
Because
she'd have anything to do with us.
honestly, you know what, you're right. I'm pretty ugly. She'd probably run away.
That's not what I meant. She probably
No, I
ate
know.
humans.
She's like, oh man.
No, yeah, I know. The way they like describe it is that they're literally just roommates, but you know they're gods.
We're roommates.
Like what is
I
it?
don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, like what is it? Like there's one where it's like, oh, I'll just be out shopping, and then Aphrodite tells me, hey, I really like this thing, buy it, and I have to because she's my deity, and I'm like, okay.
I don't know about that, Chief.
Yeah, I feel like that's projected. I feel like that's what people who are like, oh, like God spoke to me, he told me this. Like I feel like your house, she's like at the grocery store, like, yo, I like that, you should get it. Is that what these people are saying God does when he speaks to them?
I guess so.
God be
I
like,
don't know. I thought it was interesting,
give me
but
the
then to
cheddar
me it was even
cheese.
funnier because there would be those that are like, oh no, I work with straight up like demons, like some Babadook.
Like
I don't. I
Marcel
can't.
Perez's demon.
The Baba
I
Dick
can't. I
told me
can't
to.
remember the name of the movie. Hereditary. Yeah, King. Whatever his name was. It's like, oh yeah, that's a real thing, and he's my patron, and I'm like,
Is it like everyone has their own designated?
No, it's the way that I've seen is that you basically like astral project or something and put yourself out there for like a deity to find you, and then if they like you, they'll be like, yeah, yeah, I'll be your patron or matriarch or whatever you want to call it.
Interesting.
Hey, Brett, can I
Sounds
just?
like a acid trip.
I think it might be. Maybe
I'm down.
they did a trip and they're like, oh man, Aphrodite, bruh. I guess I have to do orgies.
I don't think that's what they would be
No, yeah, it's
doing.
not. Yeah, no, Kyle, it's not like that.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
usually the way they
Like
say it is
science.
that it literally just depends on who it is. Like the ones that are like for Aphrodite are like, oh no, yeah, like she'll tell me to go out and just buy flowers at like 3 in the afternoon, even though it's like freezing out there or something like that. And I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe you just wanted flowers. You sure Aphrodite told you that?
Yeah.
Maybe
Might just be-
Aphrodite just wanted to see flowers. I guess.
Yeah, like they'll have like little shrines and stuff like like statues and like candles and stuff, and I'm like, me being Mexican, stuff like that always made me kind of uncomfortable. Mostly just because in Mexico people love doing that stuff with like the Saint of Death,
Yeah.
uh, and I'm like, oh geez, you're giving me the spooks right now. I don't appreciate it. So to find this community where everyone's like, oh yeah, we just do it casually, no problem. And I'm
This
like,
is normal.
okay, sure. But maybe, you know what, I'm not gonna judge. They're doing stuff I can't, so it's whatever.
Yeah, true.
You can't see their diet, their deity. You can't see their diet.
Oh no, yeah, they explained that. They explained that too. The idea is that you can't. There is no physical form for a deity. You just feel it. It's like a sensation. So
So
when
like
you
that, like a
quote,
spiritual.
yeah, when you
Yeah.
quote unquote see a deity, you see them how you imagine them. So it's different for everybody.
Oh, that's actually interesting.
Sounds like you've done a lot of
Yeah.
research on it, Duff.
I
No,
guess
I've just seen a lot. No, I've just seen a lot of TikToks on it. It's fascinating. I was like, huh, this is really interesting.
Oh, you went on one of them TikTok rabbit holes. I feel you.
I did because I liked a couple of them, and then you know how the algorithm works. It's
Yeah, they just will
it'll
never stop giving it to you now.
yeah. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm just a fan of this stuff now.
we're about
So yeah, that
we're
was
about to talk to
interesting.
Death like next podcast or next time we have him on. He's gonna be yeah. So my deity is Zeus.
Ah, no, absolutely not.
He tells me to go pummel
Because
his children.
no, that's the thing. Well, that's a thing. The deities are more or less about how they're portrayed in like myths and legend and stuff. So it's like they made like I saw some TikToks where they like make fun of you if you have like deities like that. Like, oh, who do you worship? Oh yeah, I'm into Ares and Poseidon and Zeus, and it's like,
It's like a
some
superiority complex.
maybe it's like,
Lust
someone's
towards
compensating for
deity.
something, and I'm like, man, look, I'm not saying I'd work with Zeus because I wouldn't. Cause it's like if Aphrodite's like, oh, you have to go out and buy flowers. Can you imagine what something like Zeus would tell you to do? Like Kyle, I feel like you're right. He would just straight up be like, hey, go
Murder
punch a
that kid
child,
right now. Right now.
Go
or like
strangle
he'd
your wife.
say,
Oh,
or yeah, no, he'd say some freaky shit. Like he'd be like, hey, go cheat on your girlfriend.
that's
Like I cheat on
worse.
my like I cheat on Hera, and I'm like, all right, listen, buddy, no, but I
What's
also don't
worse
want to
is
get struck by lightning.
they're probably not actually telling you. It's just like you get this urge. Like the urge to go to the flower shop, so you'll just have the urge to like murder someone.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Maybe that explains serial killers.
That's even worse though.
Zeus.
Oh
Zeus back
god,
at it
dude.
again. Or imagine getting a demon. Bruh.
I mean, maybe the demon.
Oh, it's not even getting. You go out and find it
Oh,
or look for it.
You
Or like
try and
there's
find
also
yours.
sorry for real rolling by the way. I know this is about ghosts, but like
no, you're fine.
It's
okay,
totally fine.
okay. What's something else? What was I about to say? Yeah, people were saying you can't just go out and expect to find whoever you want because the deities act like real people. If someone does not want to work with you, they just will refuse. They are like individuals and they can tell you, no, I don't want to work with you because I just straight up do not like you. But because of that, people that don't know better get stuck working with like demons and stuff because they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm totally, Aphrodite or so. And then weird requests are coming in like, oh, I want you to go out and kill me a rat, and I'm like, what a weird thing for Aphrodite to ask for.
This
But
seems
well,
suspicious.
Maybe she wants me to decorate it or something, and it's like,
With
you don't know
flowers.
you don't know your lore very well.
Imagine getting
But yeah,
stuck with a demon
I
forever.
just fell into a very deep rabbit hole. Also, sorry to any like pagan or anything like that that might be listening. I know it sounds like I was ragging on you guys. I'm really not. It is super fascinating.
It sounds interesting. I
Apologize to the demons too, so they don't come
No,
after
I
us.
nah. I don't work for those hoes. I'm not apologizing to shit. All right, I feel like I've been rambling for a while, so let's go to another question.
Switch topics.
Yeah.
Switch topics.
What would you do during the purge?
Oh.
Sleep.
Oh God. All right, not for nothing. Look, I'm not gonna be killing people, but I'm raiding a
But
GameStop. I'm
you're
raiding
gonna
a
do what?
GameStop. All right. I'm gonna raid
Oh,
GameStop
GameStop.
because, like, look, no one's gonna be there, and even if they are, who's gonna steal more than like 2, 3 copies of a game? Know what I mean? So I'm going in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open their primary shelf or their little drawer that they keep in the back, and I'm just grabbing my things and I'm leaving.
I'm just taking the money and I'm gonna inflate the market.
Oh, jeez, you're
I
right.
would probably do some like crazy stuff, like reveal politicians' secrets, or like
What, defame them
in the
during the
purge
purge?
verse, it's like you can't mess with the government, but like, who's gonna stop me? Like, I'm gonna do it anyways.
I'm not hurting the government. I'm just defaming someone.
Oh,
Yeah, just
did you
like
guys see
expose all
that?
the sex trafficking Hollywood people and stuff like that. Like, that's what I would do during the purge.
I would just sleep and kind of just uh shoot anyone that gets near me.
Oh, right, Kyle. Explain why that would work for you. Explain your living environment.
I cannot
Please do.
on podcast. But
I'm not
I
saying give
would
your address. I'm saying what is
I
it
would
about the
totally
place you live that makes that plan super viable?
oh right, yeah, I live in Florida. So,
Anything's
you
possible
know.
in Florida.
Oh man, you know what? I just go rob a dispensary.
Kyle lives through the podcast every day, or the podcast, the purge every
Purge.
day.
Every
Yeah.
time he walks outside, you just hear the sirens start going off.
Oh man. I'd probably go like rob a dispensary or something and be like, hey bro, just give me the weed.
I mean, technically, the purge is a great idea. Do you know how many jobs would be put out there?
Bodyguards and stuff, and then you just
Yeah.
shoot the person who hired you? Hell yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
know
that
about
kind of
that
only.
one.
I mean, that kind of only good for like that one industry, though, wouldn't it?
I mean, GameStop needs protecting too, but
Yeah,
it would
Yeah,
replace a lot of jobs.
but that's what I'm saying. Like the money
What do
would
you
go
mean?
towards like, yeah, like bodyguard industry.
Well, the money
yeah,
would be going to the general public.
but like,
Yeah, I suppose.
think about all the things that like need fixing after the purge because of crazy people like throwing
Yeah, that
throwing
would open
fire and
jobs too,
stuff.
like cleanups and funeral homes,
Yeah, but
services.
I'm not too excited about having somebody else trying to murder me. I'm going out my own way. You know?
Yeah,
Oh, that reminds me. Did you guys see that one video of the guy explaining how to beat the purge?
to beat the purge.
Yeah, like how to like
Like,
totally get it removed in like 1 year.
No.
no.
Okay, so I'm gonna paraphrase, and if anyone listening is interested, you should go look it up too. Basically, he explains that the purge, like in universe, was made to like kill the poor people and save tax dollars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Tend to herd.
So he says an easy way to win is literally just do your taxes and lie your ass off on the form because
Oh
legally
yeah.
they can't do anything. So just overinflate absolutely everything. And if the whole country does it, literally the economy will just blow up or something like that. And they will lose so much money that it is just not viable.
Yeah.
But
So
then
if you
I
work,
feel like they just change it to be like only violent crime.
oh, that's dumb then.
No, they just wanted to kill all the poor people, like you said.
Yeah, I know, but they were trying to be subtle about it.
I mean, what's funny is they're still kind of just trying to kill off all the poor people,
That is
just
true.
not in that way.
True.
Like,
Just
Aid.
grab the poor people by the head and just kind of squeeze, you know?
Oh.
The
like
purge
what
would
is it?
actually, everybody would just
What?
inflict the market.
Inflict?
Yeah.
Well, just
Inflate.
inflate. I
Oh,
mean, honestly, I just go steal stuff and then sell it for like
Yeah, and a
free
lot of people would have that idea. So
Yeah.
the market would go plummeting.
it would go. I'ma just die.
well, I feel like if you're gonna steal, you should go for something that like no one wants,
What do you mean?
or something that's not as hardly guarded.
True.
Like what is it? Um,
GameStop.
no,
Toilet
not
paper.
GameStop.
Toilet paper.
Well, maybe not like
during these
survival
times?
items. Like maybe like house stuff. Like go find. You know what?
Hey, bro, I want a whole bunch of
Go
bleach.
find.
You end
Go
up with a
go
whole
to like a
house.
Go to like a mattress store and find one of those really fancy like $2,000 beds that like give massages and like adjusts and stuff like that. Like who's gonna defend a bed? Nobody.
Yeah, that's true.
Just
Those
go out and steal.
Then return it
Wow.
and get the money.
You know what? That
Just-
totally works.
Just take all the money in the cash register. Duh.
Probably won't be.
No,
any
you
money.
can. Yeah, no, you can totally just do that. If you want to be like elaborate, get the mattress, scan it so it's through the system.
Does Jeff Bezos
So
have
that
family?
who?
The CEO of Amazon?
Oh, I don't know why.
I would just like kidnap his child and hold them for ransom.
No, he's super rich. He'd just buy another child.
He'll just
He'd
make
just
another.
immediately duplicate his own child.
He probably had a cloning facility in the house.
Honestly.
Like once you take the kid, he's gonna melt in your arms or something.
Ugh.
Like that one episode of Rick and Morty when his ship like clones that cop's baby and then it just melts right in front of him. It's gonna be just like that.
Oof. You're
Dude,
right. I didn't think about that.
that'd be so smart. Since there's laws against cloning, just do a whole bunch of cloning during that time. Make a whole bunch of dinosaurs and just release them on the public.
Speaking of
Uh.
cloning,
Uh-huh.
I'm reading a really good book right now for my English class.
Yeah.
It's called Never Let Me Go. And I'm not done with it, so I don't know all that much about it. But so far, it seems like it follows a bunch of kids who are cloned from a bunch of like random people to grow up and be carers to take care of people and then eventually become donors. And they were basically made just to grow old and then donate their internal organs.
That oh man, that sounds like another book series I read growing up.
Unwind.
How is the book so far?
Book?
No, the book you're reading right now. How is it so far?
Pretty good. I would recommend it. I like it.
There's a book?
Okay.
That's a book. And it's also a movie, I believe. It says a sticker on the front of the book, like now a major motion picture. I haven't seen it yet though.
Oh.
But I
Neat.
plan to watch it after I finish the book. Movie night idea.
Oh yeah, you're right. We could totally. No, yeah, that reminds me of another book series I read back in high
Unwind?
school. Hmm?
You remember the book Unwind?
I was literally about to
No.
say, yeah, that's the series.
Yeah. You can
What's
talk
that?
about it.
Okay, so Unwind takes place in the near future. It's after a second civil war that took place because of
Reproductive
abortion
rights.
law. Yeah, reproductive rights. So like abortion laws, basically.
Hmm.
And what they ended up doing was they basically said, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We will make we will make advanced abortion an option. So
Advanced.
yeah,
They can
so
literally take somebody apart, literally piece by piece, not killing the
yeah,
kid. It's technically still alive, but um,
no, I'm pretty sure. No, I think they kill the kid. Basically, they let you. Parents are allowed to like give
it
in their
doesn't kill the
kids to
kid.
the government until the age of 18 and have them legally like uh
Unwound.
unwound. So they'll take the organs and then they'll give them to like people
Yeah,
that need them.
Oh.
but they can
So
do
like
it.
giving the fetus up to the government.
Yeah,
No,
except it's
yeah,
not a fetus. You're handing over like a child, like a grown child. They're like the main characters are like I think it's literally 15, 16, and 7.
yeah.
Oof.
They're in their like teens. Like anybody from like age 1 to 18 can be unwound. But if you read into the book, uh, they're still technically alive. Like the kids don't die.
Oh man, it's I read it in like high school, so it was super long ago.
Yeah,
So I
no,
can't remember any of that.
the kids don't actually die, and that was the reason for that was the reason why the I guess people who
They allowed
said
it.
no abortion were allowing it.
Oh.
Like they literally take every single part of it. Like the skin, nerves, and all of that junk. So people uh instead of like, hey, let me just get a prosthetic arm or like, because it's
Let me just
expensive.
get a new arm.
Yeah, let me just get this 18-year-old boy's arm. I mean, the 17-year-old boy's arm, good as new, brand
Well,
new.
I haven't watched it, but isn't that kind of what Altered Carbon has?
I have no
That
idea.
show on
Altered
Netflix?
Carbon is with
I have not
stacks
seen
in
it
people's
either.
lives. These kids
Oh.
literally do not come back. They are just organs.
Yeah, I'll tell you what happens when I finish the book. I don't know I'm pretty sure they just die. Like
Okay.
it's like going along talking about it but not explaining it. So like I don't know what's going on. She's like the main character right now is a carer taking
Uh-huh.
care of people who are doing their donations, and then they have like recovery time and it's like months or something, and like I don't know, I'm not finished and I don't really know much, but I have no clue what happens.
Okay. Yeah, totally keep us updated on that.
Yeah, we can talk about that in future podcast. But yeah.
All right, so what do we got next?
So, what's your apocalypse plan?
Ooh.
Apocalypse
we do
plan.
straight up. We don't have one.
Die.
Yeah,
Die.
yeah, we're
We
Yeah.
don't
kind of
even
just
have like a fire plan in my house. Like if my house catches on fire, I mean,
we
well,
leave. We leave. That's the plan. Get out of the house.
If there was
I'll
an
die before I leave
apocalypse,
my pets in this house while it's on fire.
well, let's say if it was like a zombie apocalypse, do you have a plan for that, or like what something you'd want to do?
So I'd probably just stay here and load up on guns and supplies because my parents don't even evacuate for hurricanes. So we'll just
Yeah,
board
neither
up
do
our
mine.
windows, fortify our entrances, hole up in the house, and we'll be good.
Nah, I'd rather just say, it was a cool life, and
Yeah.
die. Like literally nobody in those movies or like any fictional thing with zombies, they don't look like they're having a good time. They seem like
About
life is
Last
just
of Us.
miserable.
They had fun.
I guess.
What? Last of Us? That looks. What are you talking about?
They enjoyed their time together.
Together,
No,
but like with the
they did
zombies.
not.
Here.
I
What
mean,
about Zombieland? They
Zombieland.
enjoyed their time.
Well, yeah, but like, still, it still seems like it would suck.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
in
I would.
Zombieland, they just acted like it was more of a chore than a horrible mishap.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
true.
but like, still, 90% of like what, like 90% of the population was dead. It's still zombies. And then in Zombieland 2, they got like more smart. You
I
got
mean,
the
if you think
ninja
about it,
and whatever.
zombie apocalypse is plausible. I mean, there's like parasites that can go inside animals and like take control of them,
Yeah, wasn't there like a huge
but
thing
just
about
like
that
tiny,
with the
tiny
deers?
bugs. There was like a virus or something.
Yeah, with the deers and all of that were like infecting like dead deers and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like
Whatever
it blew
came
up for
from
like
that?
half
Possible.
seconds and then it was just gone. Like media covered it or whatever.
Yeah, they just
I was
totally
about to
forgot
talk
about
about
it.
that.
That was.
I remember when there used to be clowns everywhere. Why was
Wasn't
that
That
a
was a
thing?
weird. That was a weird point in history.
I think I can't remember, but I remember seeing something about it. It was like whenever actually Pennywise or something was supposed to be happening, or after
Oh,
amount of
yeah.
years, and they're like, "Oh wow, that was actually super planned," because based
What
off
do you mean?
of
I mean, like that in relation to the clown spottings?
yeah, because Pennywise is supposed to come back every so often.
27 years or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I guess from the movie or whatever, it was 27 years, and they're like, "Hey, there's a whole bunch of clowns now. What's up with that?"
I guess people are just like, oh, it'll be real funny to dress up like a clown.
Oh, dude, actually talking about that, I have some firsthand experience with that. My school went on like a code yellow, which isn't like a full lockdown or whatever, because my school, well, my not school thing ish, the school that I was going to, Lake Howell High School. I wasn't actually in the school, but I was in the middle school close to it. Which like they're only like a mile or two apart, less. Um, a whole bunch of clowns went over to Lake Howell, and like, well, some of them did, and then I think some people got arrested or got scared off in the clown masks.
Right.
But we got put under code yellow during that time, which was crazy. Crazy cool
Because some
stuff.
people wanted to dress up like clowns and go on the campus.
Yeah.
At my school, there was a whole ordeal because we have like a gate, like a black fencing around our school campus, kind of, which is extra, but like, I don't know, security protocols. So one day in the middle of class, the teachers get an email and they're like, don't let anyone out of the classrooms. And they didn't want to like put it over the speakers to make people freak out. So they just sent an email to the teachers and like called the office phone in the room and like was like, hey, don't let anybody out. And so our teacher told us, so eventually like everybody found out. The principal came in our room and started like making everybody stand up like they were looking for somebody. And then the cops came and were like, oh, someone called saying that there's someone watching. Someone like hopped the fence with an axe. So we were
What?
all scared and thought we were going to die. But then it turns out it was just some kid jumping the fence because he was late. And then someone just called the cops and like blew the whole situation up for no reason.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds terrifying.
That's how it is living in America.
Ah, I hate how real that is.
Okay. Well, that was a good recording session. This is the end of our podcast. Well, episode 2. I hope you enjoyed. Later.
Bye bye.